this walkthrough, we will update indicator measurements in bulk using the IPTT, the Indicator Performance Tracking Table. By the end, you will have downloaded a pre-filled Excel template with all your project indicators, entered your quarterly actuals and targets in Excel, uploaded the completed workbook back into eSWV, previewed every value before saving, and confirmed the import. All your indicator progress bars, dashboards, and tracking grids will update automatically. Scene 1, the Indicators Dashboard. From your project, click Indicators in the sidebar to open the Indicators Dashboard. At the top, you see 6 summary numbers: total indicators, with data, on track, 75th or above, at risk, 50 to 74%, off track, below 50%, and data coverage percentage. Below that is a filter bar where you can narrow indicators by level type, indicator type, progress status, verification status, or search by name. Then you see 2 main sections: the Indicator Tracking Grid, a table with columns for indicator, level, baseline, target, latest value, progress bar, disaggregation, linked activities, and actions. Each row has an eye icon to view details and an eraser icon to clear measurements. Below the grid, indicator cards show each indicator with its baseline, current, and target values, a progress bar, and 2 buttons at the bottom: View and Measure. At the top right of the dashboard, you see a green Bulk Entry button and an Alerts button, plus buttons for Export Log Frame PDF and Export Excel. Scene 2. Opening the Bulk Entry page. Click the green Bulk Entry button at the top right of the Indicators dashboard. You land on the Bulk Measurement Entry page. At the top is a green header showing the project name and enter multiple measurements at once. In the top right of this header, you see 2 buttons: Download Template and Import IPTT Data. These are the 2 paths for bulk updates: manual form entry on this page or Excel import via the IPTT. Click Import IPT Data. Scene 3, the IP Import page. You are now on the IPTT Import page. The card header says Import IPTT Data with a File Excel icon. Below the header, there is a description: upload the completed IPTT workbook to create or update quarterly targets and actuals. Ensure indicator names match those defined in the project log frame. Then an info banner says, need a fresh template? Download the FY 2026 workbook with a Download Template button next to it. Below that is the upload form with 2 fields: fiscal year, a number input; IPTT workbook, a file input that accepts .xlsx and XLS files; and 2 buttons at the bottom: Cancel on the left, which takes you back to the Indicators dashboard, and Import IPTT Data on the right, which submits the form. Scene 4. Downloading and filling the template. Click Download Template. eSWV generates an Excel file for the current fiscal year and downloads it to your computer. Open the file in Excel. Your indicators are already listed as rows. The columns are organized by quarter. Each quarter has a target column and an actual column across the fiscal year. If an indicator has disaggregation categories, each category gets its own row underneath the main indicator. For each indicator, enter the actual value, what you actually measured, and the target value for each quarter. For example, if your indicator is number of farmers trained, and you trained 420 in quarter 1, enter 420 in the Q1 actual column. If you have disaggregated rows, fill those in too. For example, male 180, female 240. Leave cells blank if you don't have data for that quarter yet. Only fill in what you have. Save the Excel file. Scene 5. Uploading the workbook. Back on the IPTT import page in eSWV, enter the fiscal year that matches your data. Click the file input next to IPT workbook and select your completed Excel file. Click Import IPTT Data. Scene 6. Previewing the import eSWV reads the file and takes you to the Preview IPTT import page. Nothing is saved yet. At the top it says, review the values detected in your workbook for FY 2026 before they are saved. An info bar shows how many values were detected, for example, showing 45 detected values. Below that is a filter dropdown to focus on a single indicator and a preview table with these columns. Indicator, the indicator name with disaggregation shown underneath if applicable. Quarter, shown as FY 2026 Q1, FY 2026 Q2, etc. Type, target or actual. Previous value, what was already in the system or a dash if nothing. New value, what the Excel file contains. Status, a badge new green. This measurement does not exist yet and will be created. Updated, blue. This measurement exists and will be overwritten with the new value. Unchanged, gray, the value matches what is already in the system. If there are warnings, like an indicator name that does not match or a missing cell, a yellow warning section appears, listing each issue. At the bottom are two buttons, Cancel Preview on the left, which discards the upload and takes you back, and Confirm an Import on the right. Scene 7. Confirming the import. If everything in the preview looks correct, click Confirm and Import. eSuivi creates or updates the measurements for each indicator and quarter. You see a success message showing how many were created and updated. For example, imported IPTT data, FY26, 15 new, 3 updated measurements. You are taken back to the indicator's dashboard. Scene 8. Verifying the updated data on the indicator's dashboard, your tracking grid now shows the updated latest values, progress bars, and status colors. Click any indicator row's eye icon to open its detail page. There you see the full progress overview with a large progress bar, the latest actual and target values, the latest quarter label, and the complete measurement history. If you need to make corrections, go back to the IPTT import page, download the template again, fix the values, and re-upload. Existing measurements will be overwritten with the corrected values.